Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nur Alia Minta Aidil.
Saya Natasha Nurkis binti Muhammad.
My name is Nordani Najha binti Razali.
My name is Nur Hidayani binti Mansur.
My name is Raja Putri Balkis binti Raja Zazali.
Today I'm going to introduce our mini project. The name of our mini project is Condensation. What is condensation? Condensation is a natural process when the water vapor into the air changes into tiny droplets of liquid water when it's cooled down. This process happens when warm, moist air comes into contact with a colder surface and loses heat energy. Condensation is a very important because it plays a major role in the water cycle. It helps in the formation of clouds which eventually produce rain. In our daily life, we can observe condensation on cool drink water, glass windows, mirror after a shower, and even on grass during early morning. Next, I would like to explain the objective of our mini project. The first objective is to understand the process of condensation through a simple and practical experiment. The second objective is to observe how water vapors change into liquid water when it loses heat. The third objective is to investigate the relationship between temperature, heat, and condensation. The fourth objective is to develop student observation, scientific thinking, and problem-solving skills. During the experiment, students are encouraged to observe carefully, thinking critically, and draw conclusions from their findings. Lastly, the fifth objective is to provide hands-on learning experiences using simple and recyclable material.
Okay, in this project, we applied the STREAM approach, which integrates science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics in learning. This approach helps students connect what they learn with real-life situations. First of all, for science, students learn how water vapor cools and change into tiny water droplets through the process of condensation. For example, they observe water droplets forming on the outside of a cool glass or bottle. Next, in technology, we can use videos, animation, and digital tools to help students better understand the process. For example, students watch short animation showing how condensation happens in the water cycle. Next, for engineering, students design and build simple models to demonstrate condensation. For example, they create a mini experiment using a container and ice to show how water droplets form on a surface. Next, in art, students express their understanding creatively. For example, they draw diagrams, design poster, or create craft related to condensation and the water cycle. Finally, in mathematics, students apply measurement and data skill. For example, they measure temperature, count the number of water droplets, and record their observation in a table. Overall, this approach makes learning more meaningful, engaging, and easier to understand.
Phase 1 Inquiry. First, the teacher begins the session by encouraging children to ask questions about condensation. Number 2, the teacher shows pictures of water droplets on a cool glass and morning dew on leaves. Number 3, the teacher presents a short video about condensation process. Okay, number 4, the teacher asks children what's happened when warm air becomes cool and where they have seen water droplets in their daily life. And lastly, number 5, the teacher guides children to identify what they already know, such as water can turn into water vapor and cool surfaces can form droplets. Phase 2 Exploration. 1. The exploration phase provides children with the opportunity to explore and understand the water cycle before creating their project. Number 2, children are introduced to key processes such as evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection. Number 3, the teacher used a colorful water cycle model to explain each process clearly and accurately. Number 4, children are encouraged to ask questions and show daily experience such as rain, hot weather, and cloud formation. Number 5, this activity has developed communication, observation, and critical thinking skills. And lastly, number 6, science learning becomes more fun, interactive, and meaningful for children.
Step by step to do a condensation model. Firstly, we divided the cardboard into the two parts by cutting it. Secondly, we glue the blue paper into the cardboard to represent that as a sky, and then draw a sketch of hill into the cardboard. Then the hill has been fully colored, and then we crumple the paper to create the hill shape, and then the paper has been complete. Then draw the sketch to show the direction of the water flow, and then place the box in each section that we represent as a land area. Color the hill section with green color, and then the hill has been fully colored. Then we glue the blue paper onto the cardboard to represent as a water, and then the blue paper has been fully glued. And then we put some flower to make a decoration. Then attach the cardboard using glue, and then we make a little hole on the polystyrene cup, and then we glue some cotton wool into the polystyrene cup to make a cloud. And then we attach the polystyrene cup into the cardboard. After that, we color some black paint on the cotton wool to represent that as a cloudy cloud. And then we cut half of the ball to make it as a sun. And then attach the ball into the cardboard using hot glue. After that, we attach the tube to the water pump, and then connect the tube to the humidifier to allow the mist flow through the model. Lastly, we place the pump and humidifier mist with glue. And then finally, the condensation model has been fully complete.
Phase 3 Invention. A mini science project is used to explain the water cycle, focusing on the condensation process. The model is built using recycled materials such as ice cream stick, box, plastic cup, straw, carton, foam board, glue, small cup, and decoration trees. Carton represent clouds, while the lamp represent the sun that provide heat for evaporation. The project demonstrates three main processes. First, evaporation. Water is heated by the sun and turns into water vapor. Second, condensation. Water vapor cools and forms tiny water droplets in the clouds. 3. Collection or precipitation. Water droplets fall as rain and return to rivers and lakes. Students observe the model, listen the explanation, ask questions, and share their observation. This hands-on activity helps children understand condensation and the water cycle in an engaging and meaningful way.
This is an example sketch condensation model. The material that we use is ball as a sun, and then light, cardboard, water pump wire, mini water pump, small container, humidifier mist, grass, small stone, silicon sealant to prevent some water leaking, and then some decoration, tree, and then cotton wool. Lastly, we use polystyrene cup.
Phase 4 Reflection. Reflection is the closing session where students recall and share what they learned from the mini condensation project. The teacher asks simple questions about the water cycle and condensation process to check understanding. The completed model is shown again, while the teacher reviews the process of operation, condensation, and rainfall. students share their experience and observation during the project activity. This activity helps develop communication skill, confidence, and understanding of science concept. The lesson ends with praise and encouragement from the teacher to motivate students and make learning more enjoyable.
In conclusion, the condensation mini project successfully helped children understand how water vapor changed into liquid water when it lost heat. Through hands-on activities and observation, children were able to relate the condensation process to real-life situation while developing their creativity, communication, and critical thinking skill. Overall, this project showed that interactive learning is an effective way to make science more engaging, meaningful, and enjoyable for young learners.
This video shows the result of the mini project of the condensation process that we carry out.